Okay, first question, the middle here.
スポーツライターの斉藤ですが、お二人に今日の勝因の一番の原因、要因を教えてください。
Oh, the game. Well, first of all, around a test match, internally and within our own squad, there was a lot of belief around what we were doing and what we were working towards. Then we were able to display that today to you guys. Obviously, the Irish team is a quality rugby side, but we have been preparing for this game for a hell of a lot longer than the Irish have. And I said to the players, we've been focusing on these today basically for the last year at least, and probably subconsciously the last 3 years. And Ireland have been thinking about us since Monday. So we felt we had a bit of an advantage in that, and we just needed to execute our plan, which the boys did.
Yeah, I think it took a lot more than just the 23 guys out on the pitch. The management, everyone going out and training every day, and like Coach rightly said, there was a massive belief within the squad that if we focus on ourselves, that we can do something different.
NHK の中村です。おめでとうございます。守備のところで伺いたいんですけども、特に後半は0点に抑えるというですね、ダブルタックルもたびたび見えました。守備のところの評価を、ジェイミーさん、ラピスさん、それぞれお願いします。
Yeah, well, I think technically you're accurate, and a big focus for us this week was to put two in the tackle, and we knew how Ireland would come at us. They surprised us a bit with their kicking game and cross kicks to our wingers and caught us out a couple of times and scored a try, and so that was something that we had to adjust to. But all teams go to a certain pattern under pressure, and so when we got ahead, then the Irish tried to take us on physically, and I think mentally we were prepared for that. It's easy to say mentally you're prepared, you've still got to make those tackles. And there were some critical turning points within the game where the players just showed some real courage, really, and were able to hold out, a very tough Irish attack. And it's those moments in big games of rugby that turn the game. So I'm pretty proud of our boys within that.
Yeah, out on the field, it was wave after wave coming at us, especially in the second half, and it took a special effort from everyone getting back in line, getting back up. So everyone knew exactly what we wanted to do, and we just had to go out there and do it, and I'm just really proud of everyone. Massive effort.
Jamie, you said that you've been thinking about this game for a very long. To your right, you said you've been thinking about this game for a very long time, and Ireland only got tuned in on Monday. A little bit of disrespect from them, possibly, that they didn't prepare for longer.
No, not at all. I mean, they're a great rugby team. They played last week, and they had a shorter week turnaround than we did. We had an extra 2 days. They played a lot of test matches recently, 2 against Wales and 1 against England, and they play a lot of rugby. They're professional athletes. And our preparation window for the World Cup has been a little bit different. We've been training a hell of a lot, and I know the guys have been really looking forward to this. And so that's all I really mean. So when you think about what we have witnessed tonight, which is nearly 50,000 people, 40 of which were in red jerseys, you feel really proud as a coach and as a rugby team, and certainly didn't want to let down the country. And those things last week against Russia put us under a bit of pressure, really. But tonight it really helped us.
スポーツ日本の阿部と申します。 ジョセフヘッドコーチにお伺いしたいんですが、直前にトゥポー選手が怪我ということでメンバーを変えた中でメンバー発表の時にですね、福岡選手はそのセレクションの外だというふうにおっしゃられたのが、実際にリザーブで出て、あれだけ活躍された、その辺の選手交代の経緯等々、あと福岡選手の状態、実際どうだったのか教えてください。
No, sure. Well, we did a captain's run yesterday and going pretty good, and then Toops strained his hamstring. So we had an MRI last night and didn't show a tear, so then we tested him again this morning, but he wasn't confident that he could actually play a test match of that calibre with that sort of injury, and we need players going into a test match 100% physically and mentally. Yeah. So then that put us into a situation where we had a plan to play Fukuoka next week against Samoa. So we accelerated that plan, and he got on the bench. His performance, I can remember when he first got that first touch of the ball, and he hesitated, but I guess that's normal given the calibre of the big moment in the match where he was on the stage. But he took the ball forward. Then he got the breakaway. I think if he had a bit of rugby under his belt, he would have scored that try. He would have had a bit more confidence to let strip. But it's okay, you can do that next week.
In the middle here, second row.
Reuters News, Chris Gallagher, question for Jamie. So before the tournament, you set as a goal making it to the last 8. After today's victory, it seems like that is very, very highly likely. Are you going to reassess your goal for this tournament? Where do you see your team going from here?
Well, we've discussed that as a team, but at the moment we're just sort of really enjoying tonight's. I had no thought about going any further forward. We can be in a situation where we could win tonight and lose to Scotland and miss out. So, and that's certainly what happened the last time. So we're certainly not getting ahead of ourselves. Boys will have a couple of beers tonight, no doubt, and then we've got some more ahead of us. Yeah.
We've got time for a few more. Yep. Yes.
スポーツライター松瀬です。ジェイミーヘッドコーチお願いします。フォワードもみんな素晴らしかったんですけども、特にスクラムブレイクダウン、ディフェンスをリードした堀江選手、堀江選手のパフォーマンスはいかがだったでしょうか。
What I will say is, across the board, 1 to 51, which is basically what our total squad is. And we call our team one team, and that's for a reason, because it takes everybody in that squad to get a performance like that today. And when we can actually be so aligned and be coordinated, whether our job is picking up the jerseys, putting the rubbish away, or like Shota, who had a marvellous game today, it's basically the team culture that we have that gets us across the line in big games like tonight. Shota tonight. And I'd have to say that this year he's been in great form. He's a quality rugby player, and so he's actually, like physically, set piece is something that, and when I first came to Japan, it really wasn't his high priority list. He was renowned for his skill and his X factor as a hooker, which is not normal. But now he's been able to do the both. He's got back passes, he's got kicks in and behind, he can hit like a flanker, he can jackal like a flanker, his work rate's like a loose head prop. So I think he's the ultimate type forward, and he was a big reason why we performed so well tonight.
In the back, please. Yep.
小田新聞の根本と申します。ヘッドコーチにお願いします。前半リーチ選手が出てきてから流れが変わったようにも思ったんですが、リーチ選手に期待したどういうことを期待してピッチに送り出したのか、そしてリーチ選手の今日のパフォーマンスはどうだったのかお聞かせください。
I'm not sure about the flow, but when Leachy entered the game, because he's such a great rugby player. It obviously improved the confidence of our players. Our plan, obviously, as I said the other day, was to bring him on in a critical moment of the game. Admittedly, it was a little bit early because of an injury. But it was at the right time in many ways, but just before halfway, he calmed us down. In the half time, all leaders need support. And so often he's out there stranded by himself. But Lapis is there now, and Nugget is a good leader, and Timura's playing really well. And so it's that contribution from everybody where our players can actually concentrate and play their best. So with Leachy coming to the game, it did add the confidence to the group. And in our team, everyone just was expected to do their own job, and that's what he did.
Well, time for one more. Well, Rich Freeman.
Yeah, Jamie, as you probably remember from 1999, the Japanese players always had the skill, but mentally perhaps they were lacking a bit. Where does that mental toughness come from in the last few years, do you think?
Yeah, well, you'll have to work that out, mate. I think there's a number of things that we've been working on. Obviously, the coaches have a big input on around, and maybe you can ask that to Lapis, but the coaches have a lot of input around creating leaders, guys who, in moments like tonight, can actually be confident enough to make decisions, execute skills, change the plan, be resilient, whatever it takes really to get the result. And I think you witnessed that tonight. So that's not a one-week project. So I think that's had a big part to it. And the selection is obviously we've been able to improve our squad over the last year. With Pieter, he's come into our team for this year, been eligible to play for Japan, and that's contributed a different level of leadership for us and support for players like Michael, who, as I said, have been often isolated as the only leader. And I think a lot of it is how we've built our team culture around, I don't know, maybe I think the word's equality around getting everybody to contribute. Obviously, I'm the boss and the buck stops with me, and the players understand that. But I know you might have to ask Lapis.
Okay, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our post-match media conference. The mix zone will be opening now. Please make your way out and to the left, around to the mix zone across the hall. Thank you.
Definitely.
Thanks, guys. Well done.